human mind is a vast universe filled with uncharted landscapes hidden by shadows and forces that guide us even when we are unaware. This universe extends far beyond our conscious perception, encompassing deep layers of the psyche, where our innermost fears, desires, and potentials are stored. Every day we interact with only a small fraction of this immense inner world, often unaware of the vastness and complexities hidden within its depths. We spend our lives searching for answers externally, expecting someone else to tell us what to do, how to feel, and how to heal. But what if the true answer lies within us? What if all those solutions we desperately seek in the external world already exist within our psyche, awaiting the moment we are ready to see and embrace them? The great explorer of the unconscious, Carl Jung, delivers a clear message. It is impossible to truly heal without making oneself the main priority. This assertion, seemingly simple at first glance, holds profound wisdom accumulated through decades of research into the human psyche. But what does this truly mean? How can we apply this in our lives? What specific steps can we take to begin this path of self-discovery and healing? These questions become particularly relevant in times when external distractions and social expectations often drown out our inner voice. From birth, we are taught to look outward. This begins in our earliest years as we learn to react to the approval or disapproval of those around us, shaping our behavior in accordance with their expectations. Society tells us what good children, friends, and workers should be. These expectations shape our personalities, often forcing us to suppress important aspects of our true selves. We are raised to conform to expectations, fit into frames, and avoid being selfish. We learn to play the roles expected of us, often forgetting our true desires and needs. But at some point, we forget something important. You cannot give what you do not have. This is a fundamental law of psychic life often ignored in modern society. You cannot give love if you do not love yourself. This is not just a beautiful phrase, but a psychological truth. You cannot bring peace if there is chaos within you. This is a reality faced by many helping professionals. You cannot support others if you do not even know who you are yourself. This is a key principle of psychological development. Carl Jung dedicated his life to studying the human psyche, and his discoveries continue to remain relevant. He identified universal archetypes that govern our thoughts and emotions. These archetypes are not merely theoretical constructs, but living psychic realities influencing our behavior, decisions, and relationships. One of the most important concepts he developed was the concept of the shadow, that part of us that we suppress, deny, and hide from the world. The shadow contains not only our negative aspects, but also untapped potentials and unexplored possibilities. Why do we suppress important parts of ourselves? Why do we hide our true nature? This happens because we are taught that certain emotions are unacceptable, that anger is bad, that pain is weakness, and that we must run away from sadness. Society has created a complex system of norms and expectations that contradict our natural emotional expression. Jung warns that what you resist persists, and what you accept transforms. This deep understanding of psychological dynamics shows that the path to healing lies through accepting all aspects of our personality, even those we have learned to consider unacceptable. When we talk about making ourselves a priority for healing, it is important to understand that we are not talking about simple acts of superficial self-care. This is something much deeper. It is not just taking a day off, exercising, or eating right. Although these actions are also important and can be part of the process, we are talking about something far more profound, a radical commitment to one's own truth. This commitment is without fear, without masks, and without seeking the approval of others. It means fully taking responsibility for all the light and dark corners of your psyche. It means facing painful memories and traumatic experiences, not running away from them. Meeting your shadow means finding the courage to look at those aspects of yourself that we have learned to deny or suppress. It means acknowledging your negative qualities, understanding their source and function in our psyche. It means looking at what hurts, what causes discomfort, and what scares you. Herein lies the paradox. When you dare to confront the shadow, true healing begins. This process requires great bravery because we are used to protecting ourselves from painful truths about ourselves. Why is this process so difficult? Because we live in a world that constantly distracts us, bombarding us with information, expectations, and comparisons. Society has created numerous ways to avoid meeting ourselves. social networks, entertainment, endless busyness, we disconnect from ourselves to fit in, be accepted, and meet standards of success and attractiveness. When we finally try to reconnect with ourselves, we face a frightening silence, an emptiness that we prefer to avoid. This emptiness seems threatening because we are not used to genuine encounters with ourselves. But this emptiness is not an enemy, as it may seem at first glance. This emptiness is a sacred space where your true self begins. It is a place where real transformation takes place, where we can begin the process of genuine self-discovery and healing. Making yourself a priority for healing, it does not mean ignoring others or becoming insensitive to the needs of those around you. On the contrary, it means stopping waiting for the world to save you and taking responsibility for your own well-being. Only when we truly care for ourselves can we effectively care for others. Truly listening to yourself means developing an internal sensitivity and the ability to distinguish your true needs from imposed desires. It means allowing yourself to feel without guilt, accepting all your emotions as important information about yourself and the world. It is the ability to set healthy boundaries without fear of being rejected or condemned. It is the courage to be yourself without apologies or justifications. Carl Jung said that the path of individuation, the process of becoming who you truly are, is not an easy or quick path. It is a process that includes pain, doubt, and crises. But it is through these trials that we grow and develop. The process of individuation is a path to wholeness, to the integration of all aspects of our personality. It is a path leading to completeness. Because when you allow yourself to be yourself, not denying any part of yourself, not hiding your shadow, not running away from your emotions, you discover something incredible. True healing is not about eliminating your pain, but about integrating it. This means recognizing that our wounds and difficulties, ultimately in this integration, in this act of complete self-acceptance, you find something more valuable than any external approval: the freedom to be authentic. It is a state where you no longer need constant confirmation of your worth from the outside, when you can calmly be yourself with all your strengths and weaknesses. This is true healing, not the absence of pain or difficulty, but the ability to live an authentic life, accepting all its aspects. Jung emphasized that the process of individuation and self-knowledge is not a linear path but a spiral movement where we constantly return to similar themes and patterns, but each time at a new, deeper level of understanding. It is a process that never fully ends because the human psyche is infinitely deep and complex. Each new stage opens up opportunities for growth and development. In the modern world, where external success and achievements are often valued more than internal growth and self-knowledge, Jung's message becomes particularly relevant. He reminds us that true wealth and fullness of life come not through accumulating external goods or social recognition, but through a deep understanding and acceptance of ourselves. This understanding is especially important now, when many people feel lost and alienated from their true nature. The process of self-discovery and healing is not a luxury, but a necessity in the modern world. It is a path to a more authentic and fulfilling life where we can be ourselves without fear of judgment or rejection. It is a path to freedom, not external, but internal, which allows us to live in harmony with ourselves and our true values. And although this path can be difficult and sometimes painful, the reward of finally being yourself far surpasses all the difficulties and trials.